Muslims participate in the well-being of this country as American citizens. We are proud American citizens. It's the values that brought us here, not our religion. This country is not strong because of its economic power or military power. This country is strong because of its values. Khizr Khan, father of American Army captain killed during the Iraq War. A special favorite was the Enlightenment resistance to an absolute monarchy, with kings and rich aristocrats telling all the other people what to do. Impatient to separate from the monarchy of Great Britain, our founders used Enlightenment ideals to fuel their hopes and dreams for a new country. That's why they came up with our unifying, all-important documents. First, in 1776, was the bold Declaration of Independence, 8 of whose 55 signers were born in another country. Then, after the Revolutionary War, and not without a lot of debate, the founders spelled out how the new country was to work with all the provisions in the Constitution, 1787, and the Bill of Rights, 1791. Immigration was a sticking point with our nemesis, Great Britain. With the Royal Proclamation of 1763, Britain had discouraged newcomers, wanting to restrict our borders to make the colonies easier to control. The Declaration of Independence had as one of its main grievances that Britain was imposing limits on new immigrants. As a brand new country, we needed not fewer people, but more. We needed people to work the land, build useful things, mine natural resources, create prosperity. And plenty of people wanted to come. Native American influence on the Declaration of Independence. A man of his time, founder Ben Franklin alternated between dismissal of Native Americans and respect for them. He did admire the Iroquois Confederacy, which united the Oneida, Mohawk, Cayuga, Seneca, Onondaga, and Tuscarora nations in a democracy based on laws in common. Their centuries-old constitution, known as the Great Law of Peace, struck Franklin as a model for what the colonies could do. As Congress debated the Declaration, they invited some 20 Iroquois Confederacy chiefs to act as advisors. Ultimately, of course, the document excluded Native Americans, as well as African Americans, a contradiction to American ideals right from the start, reflecting the racism embedded in our society. The place that America would become was foreseen in these 3 documents. The founders anticipated our diversity of cultural, religious, and political beliefs. So they made plans for us to try to live together without the deadly religious and ethnic conflicts ravaging other parts of the world. Unlike many countries that have restrictions on who they let in and how many, we have a long and overall successful history of taking in new people and integrating them. The Enlightenment. It doesn't take much to rip off the politeness and the accommodation that really keeps diverse peoples working and living together. I think we are living at a time when there is a deliberate assault on truth and reason. I think the Enlightenment was a pretty good deal, and it helped to provide the intellectual and philosophical underpinnings of our founders. And I still believe that we are the greatest man-made invention in the history of the world, and we can't give up on that, and we can't get discouraged, and we have to figure out ways we are going to keep going. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, 2017. In designing our documents, the founders showed that they were well aware of what they were doing, limiting the powers of government for the purpose of reducing conflict and preserving people's individual freedom. As founder James Madison stressed in 1788, in a free government, the security for civil rights must be the same as that for religious rights. It consists in the one case in the multiplicity of interests, and in the other in the multiplicity of sects, or various branches of religions. The key word is multiplicity. America had to be elastic enough to hold people from many places.